School student denied graduating. Prime Minister talks about how the government is dealing with the upsurge in crime in Tobago, notable villages missing from the 2024 heritage calendar, and more money needed to pay Tobago contractors. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 17th June 2024. To our top story this evening, it is graduation season in many parts of the world, including Tobago. Several primary and secondary school students are celebrating achievements and are saying goodbye to their teachers and classmates. However, this privilege was not granted to a male student of the Buku Government Primary School who's been denied his right to graduate for no apparent reason, according to the student's mother. The boy's mom spoke to Tobago Updates television news about the situation, and Ariana Sipiu has their story.
Forrester, a hairdresser and the mother of 12-year-old Deshawn Teixeira, a student of the Buku Government Primary School, said the school's graduation is scheduled for tomorrow. Unfortunately, her son won't be able to participate because while they had initially planned to travel during this period, their plans fell through and her son will be in Tobago on graduation day. However, the school has decided that he won't be able to cross the stage. Despite missing the payment deadline, Sharon was determined to ensure that her son graduates and was willing to cover all expenses to make it happen.
And with that said, they still make me to know that, well, no, it would not be possible.
Forrester said she spoke to her son's teacher, who told her they would see what could be done.
So she did, and when I was at work standing, I was doing a client, I got a call saying that my child cannot do the graduation. I said, why, miss? They said they've decided that he cannot do the graduation. I said, but miss, just like that, you guys decided. Look.
She told us the total cost of the graduation was $1,500, but for the ceremony only, it was $1,300.
They still said no. So I asked them, I said, can he come to the dinner? And they said yes. So I was like, so if he can be given the opportunity to come to the dinner and the graduation is important to me, why not? You know, why is it they want to collect money still for the dinner but not the graduation?
Forrester said she even visited the school to speak to the principal and suggested having her son's gown made since there were no extras.
When I give them the suggestion, it was turned down, and a kind of thing that they twisted their own way and said that I want to do my own thing, which that was never the case. I was just trying to make a provision for my child because I was told do not have an extra gown for him. So they said no. I said okay.
The disappointed mother said graduating was a privilege and that this privilege was taken away from her son with no clear explanation. Efforts to contact the school's principals for comment on the situation proved futile. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Although the mid-year review focused on the THA's $153 million request for oil spill relief, they requested $300 million to facilitate outstanding payments to contractors and overdraft facilities. Out of that total request, the THA only received $50 million. Chief Management Accountant from the Division of Finance, Trade and the Economy, Petalan Roberts, says it has been difficult when contractors call every day for their payments. Reporter Candice Jackson has more details.
The THA requested $300 million from central government at the mid-year review. Out of this amount, $153 million was intended to cover expenses incurred by the Gulf Stream oil spill.
Some of it was actual, because at the time when we made the request, it was March. So we were able to give the government February and March actual figures, and then we projected April based on the activities at the time, and we went right up to September.
Figures for February and March amounted to $48 million. However, the THA also requested $100 million to clear some of the outstanding bills to contractors.
So we asked the government if we can have $100 million because out of the 260, we were not able to make most of the payments. As a matter of fact, we made a payment out of the menial allocation for works. Works only was allocated about $54 million. We were still able to find and squeeze $26 million to pay contractors.
The THA was also seeking $46 million to cover overdraft fees incurred when they do not receive quarterly allocations on time.
Because we don't get our allocations or back quarterly in advance, we have to utilize an overdraft facility to pay for our recurrent and development program expenditure, maybe about 1 month in each quarter, because we don't get all the monies. We get 2 months and then 1 month.
Without additional funding from the central government, the THA has to find money to pay those bills. Roberts explained that this creates a difficult situation for contractors and business owners. She said that while they would like to issue payments, they have to prioritize, especially for those who were engaged in the oil spill response efforts.
And how do I determine who to pay? Because there's a contractor that called me and said, I heard you all are paying, I haven't received. Now, mind you, we have also internally tried to shift funding because persons are calling us. Some of them are on the brink. The bank is coming for them. They have their bills to pay. So in some cases, we have tried to honor some of these invoices. Others, I've told contractors, we just do not have the funding. We'll have to wait on the government.
Although the central government allocated $50 million to the THA for oil spill relief efforts, they have not yet received the money. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said Trinidad and Tobago's recent engagement with Ghana aims to expand opportunities in that market and to set the foundation for this country to boost its trade linkage to the wider African continent, particularly West Africa. The recent Trinidad and Tobago trade mission to Ghana in March 2024 comprised 50 representatives, including 23 private sector companies from the food and beverage, chemicals, printing and packaging, textiles, banking, information and communication, and financial services sector.
This endeavor was fruitful as it resulted in 177 business-to-business engagements focusing on the exportation of Trinidad and Tobago finished goods and services to Ghana, and the possibility of sourcing inputs for manufacturing from Ghana, contract manufacturing, and foreign direct investment.
Dr. Rowley said after he visited Ghana in May, the country received 2 missions from Ghana, both at the highest technical levels. He said these visits were related to the energy sector.
To support these new opportunities, the government of Trinidad and Tobago concluded the negotiation of mutually agreed text with Ghana on May 2024 on an agreement for a reciprocal promotion and protection of investments, an ARPPI.
The Prime Minister said this agreement provides the necessary framework to support and protect new investments in Trinidad and Tobago and Ghana and enables investors from both countries to partake in investment activities in confidence. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
Notice is hereby given that the 63rd Annual General Meeting, AGM, of the Bethel Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited will take place using a hybrid format on Thursday, June 27th from 5 p.m. The physical location will be upstairs the Mount Marie branch office. The purpose of the meeting is to receive minutes of the 62nd Annual General Meeting, to receive reports as follows: statutory and board-appointed committees, report of the auditor and audited financial statements, to receive budgetary proposals for 2024, to elect officers, to approve general resolutions, and lastly to transact any other business that may properly come before the meeting. A digital copy of the AGM brochure is available on the website. Please visit our website at www.bethelcredituniontt.com or any one of our branches for further information.
The countdown is on to the Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex to discover the dynamic world of public service where innovation meets dedication. Explore exciting careers, experience innovative services, enjoy interactive displays, and a whole lot more. Come join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex from 9:30 a.m. Visit the Office of the Chief Secretary's Facebook page for details. Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Public service now and beyond.
Tobago, the date has been set. Saturday, June 22nd, we head to the Jade Monkey once again for the launch of their 2024 Jufi and the Mass Band presentation for Tobago Carnival. On Saturday, June 22nd, we gathered the Jade Monkey to get a glimpse of the Jade Monkey Mass presentation for 2024, the Tobago Festival, and also the launch of the Jade Monkey Jufi, Monkey See, Monkey Do.
I come from the Twin Island.
Get ready for another year of Tobago Carnival with the best band in Tobago, Jade Monkey Mass and the Jade Monkey Jufi. So come out on June 22nd as we launch Monkey See, Monkey Do Jufi, and for Tobago Mass, the Tobago Festival's presentation, brought to you by the Jade Monkey. This one powered by Carib, Digicel, and Next 99.1 FM, a member of the TTT Limited Media Network. Jade Monkey.
Go down in the center, go down.
Welcome back. Muslims in Tobago were encouraged to stand up for truth and justice, even if it meant standing alone, as they gathered to observe al-Adha. This means being careful of the music they listen to and the influences they follow. al-Adha commemorates a Quranic story of Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son Ismail as an act of obedience to God. Before he could complete the sacrifice, God provided a ram as a substitute. In the Christian and the Jewish versions of the story, Abraham is commanded to sacrifice his other son Isaac. Here's a look at the messages as Muslims gathered at masjids in Crown Point and Lowlands.
Eid al-Adha is observed as the bigger of the two Eid celebrations on the Islamic calendar. It is also known as the Festival of Sacrifice. It commemorates Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son Ishmael in obedience to God. It is marked by special prayers, feasts, and the ritual sacrifice of an animal, with the meat distributed among family, friends, and the needy. In preparation for the sacrifice, Muslims gathered at the Tobago Islamic Learning Center in Crown Point and were instructed by Imam Yusuf to learn about Ibrahim's life and stand up for justice and truth, even if it meant standing alone. He stated that too many young people are swayed by idols such as musicians.
People speak with awe of music and idolize the musical artists as idols, following their every whim, their every movement. Even though musicians today, if you examine their lifestyle, are perhaps, if not the most vile human beings on the face of the earth, the most wicked people on the face of the earth, but we idolize them as if they're something to be followed.
Imam Diab also cautioned young people against following trends set by influencers.
People's minds and hearts have become completely and absolutely saturated with this celebrity worship. Everything from the clothes they wear, every movement they make. Now we have these influencers on social media. And every single dim-witted, unintelligible clown is an influencer looking for attention and likes on Instagram and TikTok, for example.
Meanwhile, at the masjid at Tobago in Lowlands, Imam Kahil Rahman encouraged Muslims to not just go through the rituals of the sacrifice, but to be sincere.
Do it for Allah's pleasure. The Prophet ﷺ said that anything that you do that has sincerity in it, it beautifies that action.
Just as Ibrahim was compelled to make the ultimate sacrifice, Imam Rahman urged the brethren to consider what they are willing to sacrifice for Allah.
As we cut that neck of that animal, are we prepared to cut out the things that take us away from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are we prepared to give up the cell phone? Are we prepared to give up some time with the business? Are we prepared to give up some time with the family?
He also encouraged them to continue building and strengthening the connection between the brethren. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Tobago has recorded 9 murders for 2020 so far, which has raised many concerns among citizens. During Friday's sitting in the House of Representatives, MP for Kuva South, Rudranath Indar Singh, asked Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley what is being done about the island's rising murder toll and how it has impacted Tobago's tourism industry. Ariana Sipiu has the report.
The Prime Minister shared that ACP Collis Hazel and his team, along with the Minister of National Security, met with the Chief Secretary and his team, holding discussions focused on tackling crime on the island.
Areas discussed included the borders and the prevalence of firearms in Tobago. The issue of additional boots on the ground also arose as a solution and an initial response to this upsurging violent crime.
Moreover, the Prime Minister said meetings were held with the Tobago Business Chamber where several initiatives were discussed. He noted that some of the initiatives were agreed upon and some were already in effect.
The police has since increased its visibility with patrols and exercises targeting drug blocks and priority offenders. The police adopted a zero-tolerance approach and also are now focused on raids and searches aimed at recovering illegal firearms.
Dr. Rowley noted that so far, 2 illegal pistols have been recovered. Furthermore, he shared that last Thursday, the TTP has conducted walkabouts in several hotspots on the island.
Scarborough and Wim, and in our public awareness campaign in Tobago. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service continue engaging our tourism and business stakeholders with a view to having further discussions about managing and treating with crime on the island.
The Prime Minister also shared that the Minister of National Security met with the Chief Secretary and continued discussions on the subject. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
More compensation will come to cover the costs incurred by the Gulf Stream oil spill. This, according to Government Senator Lawrence Hislop. He noted the concerns expressed by the THA and others in Tobago that the $50 million is not enough to cover all the costs. However, he said that this is just the beginning of the compensation to be issued.
I want to say to the population that we have to bear in mind that this 50 million is coming out of what government expects to earn in revenue. There is the work being done by the Minister of Energy as it relates to the International Oil Pollution Fund, where significant advocacy was made on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago to treat with the funding to assist in the cleanup.
He pointed out that the $50 million was approved based on invoices from February and March. Hislop also addressed the concerns of businessmen and fishermen who are seeking compensation for their losses or their loss of earnings rather from the oil spill.
I believe that there will be compensation that will be made. What we may have an issue with for some persons is that whether the compensation agreed on is what they desire.
Tobago has been grappling with the effects of an oil spill that started on February 7th when the Gulf Stream vessel capsized and shipwrecked on a reef near Cove. The spill contaminated 15 kilometers of coastline between Scarborough and Cano Bay, leading to its classification as a Tier 2 disaster. You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Sun Up Tobago is here. Join us on Saturday, July 6th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Deltec Compound al-Adha for an unforgettable summer experience. Enjoy an all-inclusive experience with mouth-watering food, coolers are allowed, and best island vibe. This is a tickets-only event. Get your tickets now at Barco, Lust, and Pablo's Argyle. Don't miss out on the event of the summer. Sun Up Tobago, sponsored by Tobago Updates, V-Mobile, State Solutions, and Thorns Place.
Look at people in here tonight.
Deltec Distributors Weekend Special. Wings Friday, 3 pounds wings, 2.5 kilogram fries. Special 100 TT. Soup Saturday, 2 pounds cube beef, 2 pounds cow heel, 2 pounds chicken foot, 2 pounds pigtail, or smoked bone. Special $150. Super Sunday, 3 pounds leg and thigh chicken, 3 pounds sliced pork, 3 pounds lamb slice, 3 pounds cheese, 2 pack of pasta. Special $250. Located Main Road, Argyle, Tobago. We deliver 20 TT. Contact us on deltecdistributors.com 395-5040 or 237-0102. Deltec Distributors Weekend Special.
Need a fresh start? Upgrade your life with the things you want. At Standard Distributors in Canaan, life is good with zero. Get that amazing fridge, the stylish sofa with zero down and easy financing. Your dream house is within reach. Visit Standard Distributors today. Life is good with zero.
Thanks for staying with us. Several villages are missing from the Tobago Heritage 2024 calendar of events, which was shared by the Tobago Festivals Commission today via its Facebook page. Notable events such as the Pembroke Salaka Feast and the Lakoto Folktales and Superstitions did not make the cut. Some of the other events that were removed from this year's staging of the festival are the Blackrock Wake Up Call and Sea Festival, Wake and Bongo Night, Bell Gardens Bell Festival, and there's also no opening night gala. Many of the people who commented under the post expressed disappointment that some of the villages were left out. Some even called for the organizing committee to go back to the drawing board and come again. However, if you still want to enjoy the festivities, you can look forward to events such as the Mason Hall Games we used to play, Charlottesville's Natural Treasures Day, the Mariah Old Time Wedding, the Belmana Riot Street Theatre Production, and the Miss Heritage Personality Show. The Tobago Heritage Festival begins on Monday, July 1st and ends on Emancipation Day, August 1st. Well, upgrades to the landing of the Charlottesville jetty are well underway. The project involves widening the jetty from 5 feet to 7 feet and lengthening from 20 feet to 37 feet. Works began on June 4th and are expected to be completed by early July, permitting good weather. This initiative is being undertaken by the Speyside District of the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development. Our weather report is up next. Stay with us.
Notice is hereby given that the 63rd Annual General Meeting, AGM, of the Bethel Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited will take place using a hybrid format on Thursday, June 27th from 5 p.m. The physical location will be upstairs the Mount Marie branch office. The purpose of the meeting is to receive minutes of the 62nd Annual General Meeting, to receive reports as follows: statutory and board-appointed committees, report of the auditor and audited financial statements, to receive budgetary proposals for 2024, to elect officers, to approve general resolutions, and lastly to transact any other business that may properly come before the meeting. A digital copy of the AGM brochure is available on the website. Please visit our website at www.bethelcredituniontt.com or any one of our branches for further information.
Tobago, the date has been set. Saturday, June 22nd, we head to the Jade Monkey once again for the launch of their 2024 Jufi and Mass Band presentation for Tobago Carnival. On Saturday, Saturday, June 22nd, we gather at the Jade Monkey to get a glimpse of the Jade Monkey mass presentation for 2024, the Tobago Festival, and also the launch of the Jade Monkey Juve, Monkey See, Monkey Do.
I come from the Twin Island.
Get ready for another year of Tobago Carnival with the best band in Tobago, Jade Monkey Mass and the Jade Monkey Juve. So come out on June 22nd as we launch Monkey See, Monkey Do Juve, and for Tobago Mass, the Tobago Festival's presentation, brought to you by the Jade Monkey. This one powered by Carib, Digicel, and Next 99.1 FM, a member of the TTT Limited Media Network. Jade Monkey.
Go down in the center, go down.
The countdown is on to the Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex to discover the dynamic world of public service where innovation meets dedication. Explore exciting careers, experience innovative services, enjoy interactive displays, and a whole lot more. Come join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex from 9:30 a.m. Visit the Office of the Chief Secretary's Facebook page for details.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Do more, live more.
Well, here's what to expect of the weather tonight into tomorrow from the TNT Met office. Tonight, initially fair with showers developing in some areas as the night progresses, along with a chance of isolated thunderstorms. Winds may gust at times, especially near showers. Tonight's temperature should be around 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, long, fair and hazy periods will be interrupted by the occasional light to moderate shower in some localities. There is a medium chance of a few heavier showers or thunderstorm activity, particularly during the morning period. Gusty winds and street flooding are possible in the event of showers or heavy downpours. Tomorrow's temperatures should reach a high of 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Seas slight to moderate with waves up to 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise 5:41 and the sunset at 6:27. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines. Primary school student denied graduating. Prime Minister talks about how the government is dealing with the upsurge in crime in Tobago. Notable villages are missing from the 2024 heritage calendar, and more money needed to pay Tobago contractors. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us. Wishing you a great night.